Hello and welcome to the Space Arena here in Los Angeles, California, where the Los Angeles Comets will be taking on the Ocean City Typhoons in a best-of-3. Winner walks on into the finals. The loser gets a handshake, a handful of pucks, and a slap on the wrist as they make their journey home. Thank you for tuning in to the SPLNetwork. My name is Darth. Hope you're in for a good ride because we're going to give it to you. And let's get to know the two teams that are going to be on the ice here in a few moments. Starting for the Ocean City Typhoons, Crooks, Yager, Hex, Gubby. 4 big names, 4 big play styles. Going to be a great matchup whenever it comes to the Ocean City side of the ice. They're feeling confident, they're feeling good about themselves, and I am very sure that Crooks is going to be the man with the majority of possession time here tonight. And for the Los Angeles Comets, the captain laugh track feeling confident as ever with Doug at the helm between the pipes and Derek manning up the goal-scoring column. Of course, K-Spire is going to be around tonight if they need the substitution. Hopefully he's here to stay, and we'll see how the evening progresses. Who's to say what's going to happen? Ocean City will be in the black jerseys with the blue accents on the left side of your screen when we get down to center ice. Los Angeles Comets will have the purple and black defending the right cage. But of course, in the spirit of SPL, this matchup, each of these 3 matches, if we go all 3 rings of this run, each match will consist of 3 periods. Each period consists of 5 minutes. If we're tied at the end of the 3rd period, we go into a sudden death overtime, unlimited amount of time. First goal wins. First goal takes a W, and we'll move on with the series. First team to claim 2 victories makes their way into the finals, where they're going to be taking on one of 3 teams. One of 3 teams still to be determined. It looks like the Plague Yosemite going to be the first round there on the bottom left of your screen. That's going to be a best of 3. Winner of that moves on to play the Pittsburgh Vipers, the defending champions in the semifinals. That is also a best of 3. And in the championship series, the winner of that game will play the winner of the Comets and the Typhoons in a best of 5. Winner of that best of 5 gets the championship crown. They get the title to go with it. And I think it's 192,000 pucks per player. I could be mistaken on that one. Check out the pro announcements in our SPL Discord server for further details on that one. But the stage is set. The lights are on, and we await the arrival of the biggest stars. Speaking of the biggest stars, here's the leading scorers from both sides of the ice, and our odd shot leading scorers coming into tonight. Derek, Yager, top of the best of the best. They're the leading scorers from both sides of their clubs. 1 goal apart is all that separates those 2 players. Yager having the additional playoff games in his back pocket, having a little bit of an extra ring on him whenever it comes to games played. Of course, Derek scoring 34 goals in the regular season with his 51 points. He's only played 10 games, and he's up there with the best of the best, and he's doing God's work down there on the ice. He's done 44.16% of his team's scoring, and he's going to continue that trend here tonight. Of course, for the Ocean City Typhoons, they have Yager, one of the best keyboard mouse players we have in the league. 33 goals on the regular and the postseason. The postseason consisting of 2 of those 12 games played. Additional 60 points on his marker, on his mile marker, and he's done 38.37% of his team's scoring, and I'm sure he might even amp that one up here tonight. It's all about how he's going to get dimed up, how he's going to move forward with it, and here, as we see it once again, Derek Yager, top of the goals column. Another one to take notice of, Crooks, manning the head of the saves department, as well as Doug for his respective club, and it's just a wild ride. It's great. Great defense from both of the sides of the ice. A lot of shooting, a lot of scoring from both respective clubs, and it's gonna be crazy. I have no idea who's gonna come out on top. I have no idea who I want to come out on top because I'm not allowed to be biased, so I will keep those opinions to myself. But Los Angeles Comets in the regular season finished 2nd in goal scoring as a team with 77 goals scored, outscored by only the Pittsburgh Vipers with 128 on the regular season. Ocean City Typhoons were 4th place, just above the median, with the Plymouth Plague right on their tail. Ocean City Typhoons in the regular season had 66 goals as a unit, 11 below the Comets. So the Comets so far have outscored them. The Typhoons having a little bit more of a rocky road at the beginning of the season might have been the leading cause of that one. In the shots department, the Los Angeles Comets finished 3rd place. Ocean City Typhoons just a few back from them. Los Angeles had 141 shots on the regular season. Ocean City Typhoons had 136. Both these teams shoot the puck a lot. Both these teams save the puck a lot. And as a unit, these 2 teams have only been a difference of 2 on the saves column. Los Angeles Comets had 66. Ocean City Typhoons, 64. And those big numbers coming from mainly Doug and Crooks from each side of the ice. Doug being the 3 from Los Angeles, and Crooks being the 3 from the Ocean City Typhoons. You can see the stats that really just show that out, highlighted in purple and blue on each respective side. The takeaway game normally going in favor of the thirds from each team, and the possession time as well to coincide with that. One thing that people don't pay a whole lot of attention to is Laugh Track. Laugh Track is right there with the scoring. He's right behind Derek in terms of goals. He's right only 3 points behind him as well. But as well, you got to make sure you keep an eye on his saves column. 26 saves, only about 6 behind Doug. He's playing a 200-foot game. He doesn't have any highlights here in the pregame, but he is one that you're not going to want to lose sight on as they're down on the ice. Crooks, Hex, Yager, the starting 3 for the Ocean City Typhoons. They're already in the lobby. We still got 4 minutes until the drop of the puck for this first matchup. But taking a look at what happened the last few times these two teams met the ice, both times, Los Angeles coming out with a victory. Not exactly what Ocean City wants coming into tonight, but it's the cards that they're dealt. They're going to have to play with them. 4-10 the first time back on May 18th. These two teams matched up for the first time this season, and they walked away with a 6-point deficit in between the two. Of course, Los Angeles outshot Ocean City 9-13, and they outsaved them as well 5-3. The only thing that was in favor of the Ocean City Typhoons that matchup was in fact their possession time. As you know, Crooks likes to hold on to the puck, and he likes to hold on to it well. And he likes to dictate the pace of the game whilst that's happening. As long as Los Angeles can come out hot on their heels, make sure they don't give Crooks a whole lot of time to work with. I think it's going to be a huge matchup and a huge game that's all about who can adapt more as the play progresses. In this first matchup, Hex had 3 goals, Yager had 1, and Crooks went scoreless. And on the Los Angeles side, Derek had 7 goals, Laugh Track with 2, and Doug with a single marker on the scoring sheet. And then in the second matchup, much closer game, 6-5 was the only separator there. That was settled in regulation. That was casted on JStronics channel back on the 14th of June. During that matchup, Laugh Track found 4 goals, Derek with 1, Doug with 1, and on the other side of the coin for the Ocean City Typhoons, Crooks had 2 goals, Hex had a pair, and Yager with a solo mile marker on that one. Of course, Crooks had 6 saves on the second matchup, as well as Laugh Track heading the saves column up for his team with 4. And it's just an onslaught of offense, that matchup. 14 shots, 13 shots. Both teams wanting to play that aggressive offensive game. Both teams doing the same amount of pulling on the defensive side of the puck. We'll see if the defense of Ocean City can keep up with the offense from Los Angeles. The Laugh Track has joined the lobby to end up with our 5th member here tonight. But Ocean City will be once again on the left side of your screen, and Los Angeles will be on the right. We're still 2 minutes from the drop of the puck here this afternoon. Take a look at the standings at the end of the regular season. Pittsburgh Vipers finishing in first place. These two teams that are going to be on the ice here tonight are the next 2 in line. Los Angeles Comets finishing the season with 8 wins, 4 losses, with 16 standing points. They're our second seed. And the Ocean City Typhoons finishing with a 7-5 record, only 1 point back from that second spot in the seeding. And they are our third seed because of it. Half a game back, 1 game entirely was what the difference was between second and fourth place. Very strong end game for the Ocean City Typhoons as they overlapped the Plymouth Plague on the last day of the regular season. They claimed their third seed position. They ended up taking off their first round win against the New Jersey Noobs, and they found themselves in a comfy spot here in the semifinals. They got the better seed, and they might get into the finals because of it. Who's to say what's going to happen here tonight? It'll be an interesting one in this best of 3. Los Angeles Comets once again on the right. Ocean City Typhoons on the left. We have 6 in the lobby. Crooks, Hex, Yager, your starting 3 for the Ocean City Typhoons. And for the Los Angeles Comets, we have Laugh Track, Derek, and Doug. So K-Spire not in the lobby. Gubby not in the lobby as well. We'll see what happens. All 6 parties ready to rock. All 6 parties ready to roll. So we will not keep them waiting. We're down on the ice here in space in Los Angeles, California. Los Angeles Comets on the right side of your screen. And on the left, we have the Ocean City Typhoons. The puck is dropped and the game is on. And this face-off snapped down to the near side. Shot for our side, out of the way. Yager trying to get on the board early. Laugh Track there with a nice touch on that one. Takes this one to the top side. Hex here battling this one out. Crooks here. Dangle shoots off the far side from the slot into the end wall. Here's Laugh Track back for the Los Angeles Comets, taking time with this one off the back end. Stopped by Yager. Yager here out in front of the slot, able to find its way to Hex. Hex off the back end. Stopped by Doug. Doug off the tip of his stick, goes off Laugh Track and into the top side corner for Los Angeles. An early start. Both teams not wasting any amount of time to get some offensive juices going. Los Angeles standing sturdy so far here in this matchup. In this best of 3. Crooks, topside, stopped by Doug. Doug off the forehand. Look over that shot lane. Not able to get that one past Crooks at the doorstep. Crooks will battle this one out on the far side, bringing this one down towards the near ring. 4-12 to work with here in the first. Derek here off the back end, not able to get that one through the solid object. Crooks here playing good defense, keeping possession back for the boys in black and blue. Yager down the near side, a forehand shimmy down the far side straight. And here's Laugh Track down in the corner. Laugh Track here, the captain of the Los Angeles Comets, taking his time down low. Not in a hurry to make this one a turnover, as he plays calm and confidently back in his own zone. Forehand pass down the near side, goes off Yager, goes off Doug. Bank pass off the near side. Here's Hector with an out off the back end, finds his passing lane, but that one's bodied off by Doug. Crooks here with an out for the Ocean City Typhoons, finds his way to Hex, shooting off the near side, and that one goes wide. Here's Yager to Hex, leaves that one go to the point. Here's Crooks back in his own defensive end to pick this one up and get jiggy with it. Topside down the straight, shooting, scoring, and a long distance shot is the first one in the back of the netting. 1-0 Ocean City. From his own blue line and into the twine, Laugh Track watches it whiz by. He can feel the air under his teeth. 3:33 remains in the first, and it's 1-0 in favor of the boys in the black and the blue. Ash shoot, scores, and Yager right from the get-go finds a second one, makes it a pair, and we got ourselves a gap of 2 here in the first. Yager shooting that one wide. Laugh Track wishing that one didn't make contact, but it is like it be whenever it do, and we got 3:22 to work with. Derek trying to find a shot on target. Hex with a nice block. Crooks with a nice shot. Goes off the near side of the cage in wide. Here's Doug to play the defensive role, and down the straight goes off Crooks. Crooks off Doug. Doug down low in his own defensive end, looking to pick this one up off the back end. He looks to send this one out to the top side. Derek, Doug, back at his own blue line. Sent down the near side. Here's Laugh Track back at his own point. A forehand touch goes off Yager to Doug. Doug at the far side, red line, looking to pick this one up back towards his own blue line. A bank pass out to Derek. Derek back in shot. Nice stop there by the post himself, making an appearance here tonight. Laugh Track back in. Shot goes off Yager. Here's Derek with it now back in the neutral zone, looking to tread his way out towards the top side of the ice. A trip towards the cage, and a nice save by Yager. And this one set down the other way. Doug, back for the boys in purple. Goes off Laugh Track. Laugh Track with a good body, looking to take this one down the near side and into the corner. Crooks finds a loose puck in his favor, up towards the top side of the ice. A forehand try. Back down in front of his own cage. Saved away. Off the forehand, stopped by Derek. Goes off Doug into the corner. Los Angeles looking to start this breakout here in strong as this one comes over to Laugh Track. Hex steals this one away, shoots it off the end glass, and Doug will try to pick up the loose pieces. Yager with it now, looking down near side, goes off Hex into the corner, goes off Yager, keeping this one out into the slot, finding his way back out to the red line. Crooks with a nice shot. Derek with a deflection. Here's Yager with it now, out the far side, stopped by Doug. Doug here at the red line, nice chip down towards the near side. Yager finds Hex. Hex to the near side board, finds Crooks. Crooks, the captain of Ocean City, looks at the top side. Yager returns fire back over to Crooks. With a minute 57 remaining here in the first, we still got 2-0 for Ocean City. Hex back in, shot towards the top. Little chip for his captain. Out to Yager. Goes off Laugh Track. Near side, stolen away by Derek over to Laugh Track. And a little give and go with a non-connection at the end. Crooks back in his own defensive side, taking his time. Ocean City has the 2-goal lead. Crooks off the far side, looking for a long-distance shot. Laugh Track there to tend the net cage neatly. Still take up charge back in his own defensive end for the Comets. Laugh Track. Hex. Near side. Crooks with a nice steal in the corner. Goes out to Yager. Yager shoots, scores, and the Typhoons find a way to make this 3-0 on the board. A minute 22 remains here in the first. Yager with a good backhand forehand transaction. Cashes it in for $1.50. And we got ourselves a gap of 3 here in the first. Laugh Track, stopped by Crooks, down to the near side. The battle continues down into the near side corner as Crooks will pick it up where his teammates have left off. 1:09 remains here in the first. A bang pass down the near side over to Yager. Yager pulls his one back defensively up to the Hex. Hex looking for the shot lane. Shoot, scores off the top shelf, and he will walk to the bank for goal number 4 for the boys in the black and blue. Good control, good poise, and a good wrist shot right off the forehand. 60 seconds remain here in the first chapter of Game 1. Doug, near side, takes this one downtown. Crooks picking this one up off the backhand. A bank pass to himself, going to take his waddling stance up to the top side. Derek there trying to get his stick into the clockworks of this breakout. Crooks keeps on keeping on. Laugh Track there to meet and greet him at the red line, forcing him back to his own end cage. Crooks off Laugh Track, almost able to get that shot on target. A good positioning by Crooks. Shoot, scores there with the first goal for the Los Angeles Comets. Right from the neutral zone and into the twine. 33 seconds remaining. And Derek with the first mile marker for the Los Angeles Comets. 33 on the clock. Ocean City trying to stop the bleeding a little bit here. If you get one more answer to the goal column before this period has ended. Crooks to the top side with 20 seconds to work with. A bank pass looking for Hex. Hex here in the neutral zone. Shoot, scores right in the top right corner where you stick the stamp. And it's 5-1 now. Good pull, good pop, good pow, and another goal from the neutral zone from Ocean City. Nice save there by Laughtrack, sent into the near side wall. Battle continues. Yager with 10, shoots off to the far side, and that one goes through the crease in one ear and out the other. Yager here to pick this one up on the back check. Pulls this one to the top side with 3 seconds remaining, and he will hold on to it, and that will do it for the first. 5-1 at the end of one. Ocean City right now in the lead. Shots are a little lopsided. Both sides wishing they had a little bit more in that department. Of course, Los Angeles keeping it close. 4 goals, not that big of a difference here in Slapshot. If it was hockey, it would be game over. But this is a little bit of a smaller format. 6 parties ready to rock, 6 parties ready to roll. We're back down on the ice here in Los Angeles, California for period number 2. Los Angeles on the right side, Ocean City on the left. The puck is dropped and the game is on. We are once again underway in this game. Doug on the far side, pulling this one back towards the defensive end. 4:50 remaining. 10 seconds into this one. Doug looking to start this breakout on the right foot. Hex here with a nice steal. A little body check there by Doug. The battle continues out in the crease. And a nice save there awarded to Dougster. It's sent down the near side wall and into the offensive zone for Los Angeles. Crooks will pick it up. Back in his own end wall. Crooks given a lot of elbow room on this breakout. Stopped by Laughtrack. Taken into the corner as Hexel would hound him for the puck. Able to pop this one off the forehand. Yager with a shot. Scores right top shelf where you keep the peanut butter. And now it's 6-1 here in Los Angeles. It's a good time to remind you guys that in SPL, every game has a 10-goal mercy roll. If it ever hits 10-goal difference, we will call it early and move into the next matchup. It is a best of 3, so whatever happens in this first matchup, it can always be undone here in the next set of periods. We got 5 gaps to close. Los Angeles wanting to do it all before this period is over. A long-distance shot. Yager there with a good forehead, keeping that one wide of that shot lane. Yager back behind his own cage, looking for a little scoop out towards the top side of the ice, playing the very soft game here on this breakout. Derek there with a nice stop. Laughtrack shooting. Nice save by Yager out at the faceoff dot. 3 minutes, 53 seconds remaining. 6-1 still our score. Laughtrack looking for that little wraparound attempt. Hex here out the other way. Slapped away by Doug. Doug here with a bank pass to himself. Looking for a pass down the near side over to Derek. Derek here pulls it off the back end. Looking for a bank pass out to Laughtrack. Crooks saves. Nice save by Doug. Another one. Another one. Laughtrack sends this one back out. Saved by Doug. Coming back down to the near side. And an onslaught of offense from the Ocean City Typhoons and the Los Angeles Comets find a way to make it out unscathed. That's a big word for they didn't get hurt. Laughtrack off the back end, stopped by Hex. Hex off the far side, stopped by Laughtrack. Little combo wombo out the far side red line, and Hex will leak that one back into his own defensive side. Crooks here with it now, taking his time to jive this one down center avenue. Goes off Yager and into the end wall. Doug here controlling and corralling this one to the top side of the ice. Here goes 7 to work with here in the second. Crooks going to let that one leak out back into his own defensive end. Here's Derek with it now, off the back end, stopped by Crooks. Crooks here with a touch on this one, bank pass to himself, finding his way along the end wall and down to the near side of the ballpark. Gonna take his time. Top side. Crooks not wanting to force that pass lane. Good stoppage here by Derek. Derek clogging this one up down in the corner. Crooks walking away with that one. Takes it back behind his cage across the zone. Grain finding his way off Yager. Doug here with a nice steal. Looking for the shot lane. Scores! And the Comets make this one 2-6. Here in the first game. In the second period, they found themselves a little bit of traction going up this muddy hill. 4 goals is all it separates these two teams on the board now. 2 minutes, 39 seconds remaining here in the second. And the Comets are just getting started. Doug here with it now. Down to the near side. Stopped by Hex. Hex here with a bank pass over to Crooks. Crooks off the forehand over to Yager. Yager stopped up. Doug looking for the dangle. Not able to make that one happen on the far side. Laughtrack looking for a trick. Finds a treat. Scores. Doug able to find a way into the crease. And it's 6-3 here in Los Angeles. What a play. Laughtrack playing a little Plinko game. Finds it right on the heel of Doug. And Doug does what Doug does best, and that's score goals. 2:18 remains in the second, and we're down to a gap of 3. Laughtrack, forehand, stopped by Yager to Hex. Hex on the far side, keeps it in the slot, looking for the wheelhouse. Shoot, scores, and another one into the twine for Ocean City. 7-3 now for the boys in blue, and they're doing God's work on the offensive side of the puck. Two minutes to work with. Crooks taking his time to the top side of the ice. Derek lagging out in the midst of that one as this one's shot down into the corner. Doug and Hex meet each other down on the near side corner of the Comets territory. Doug, near side, chips it off the wall. Yager with a shot goes off Krooks and into the far side. Doug shimmies this one down the north side straight. Krooks will pick it up along the wing. Off the forehand. Goes over to Yager. Yager off the back end. Keeps it north. Goes out towards the cage. Hex keeping this one down behind enemy lines. As he takes this one forehand off the near side. Derek there clogs out one up. Goes off Krooks. Krooks here with a nice forehand touch over to Hex. Hex here off the back end. Out in front. Finds Yager. Shoots. He scores. And it's 8-3. Ocean City just piling on the goals. They had a few unanswered here in the second period. But they sure have done it right here and now. They stopped the bleeding, and they're looking to patch up this lead back to where they had it prior. 5 goals, once again, the difference. The same we started with here in this segment of play. Doug, off the forehand, shooting! Nice save by Krooks. Keeps this one into the near side. Here's Derek off the back end, down low in his own corner, in the offensive corner. Krooks here keeps this one down low behind the goal line. Krooks dangles down the straight. Doug shooting off the near side and just wide. Doug with a nice steal, stopped by Yager, makes him fumble it. Doug with a nice shot, not able to take that one away. Follows his own shot, gets his rebound. 60 seconds to work with. Doug down low in the enemy's zone, stopped by Krooks. Krooks here with it now, top side, looking for this pass down the straight. Goes over to Hex. Hex here off the forehand, out in front. Nice stop there by Doug, and he sends this one back out. And trailing after it is Krooks. Krooks here, the Ocean City captain, taking this one towards the top side of the ice, off the back end, across the grain, stopped by Laugh Track, finds Krooks. Krooks off the bank pass, finding his way down the near side wall and into the Los Angeles zone. Doug there returning that favor down low into Ocean City's territory. Derek, Doug, shooting off the near side and wide. Rebound comes topside. Yager, the first man to that one with 30 seconds to work with. Derek is having connection issues. Man, his router is powered by a hamster, and he hasn't fed him in like a week. Hex with a shot, scores, and Ocean City finds their 9th goal. Derek's got to get his hamster to run faster. Laugh Track with 13 seconds to work with. Keeping this one down low, just wanting to go into this third period of action, maybe with one more goal. They got this breakout going off the back end, stopped by Hex. Hex here with a nice control on that one. 3 seconds remaining, and that one pops its way through into the corner, and that is all she wrote for the second. 2 periods in the book, 1 more to go. 9-3 is our score. Ocean City in the lead. Plethora of shots galore from the Ocean City Typhoons. 10 over their opponents. And that takeaway game is as low as you can cut it. It feels like they're playing golf with that number. That is crazy. 18 takeaways to 15 in a game like this. Did not expect that at all. Right now, big goal scorers, Hex and Yager tied for the most in the lobby with 4 apiece for the total of 9 for Ocean City. And of course, the saves department, a little bit of spread eagle for the Los Angeles Comets. Derek with 1, Doug with 3, Laugh Track 4 on his name. When it comes to the takeaway game, nobody's really outstanding. Everybody's within 2, except for Hex. Hex doing his own thing. But other than Hex, everybody's within 2. You know, Doug in the deficit, 9 turnovers, 7 takeaways. On the flip side of that coin, Krooks finding himself 8 takeaways to his 6 turnovers. Yeah, Derek is restarting his router, so whenever he gets back into the lobby, we'll get this one underway. Third period of action coming up next. 9-3 is our current score, and it will be an interesting one. I don't know if Los Angeles are... I don't know what they got in their back pocket. I'm very interested to see what their game plan is to take down the Ocean City. Of course, once Ocean City gets a lead, they're one of the hardest opponents to play against with their play style. Take that lead back. With a deficit of 6, I don't know if we've ever seen that before in the regular, like just pro regular season, let alone in the playoffs. But, you know, I guess we'll wait and see what happens. Wait and see and find out what happens. But, yeah, talking to the Los Angeles Comets a little bit beforehand, talking to Laugh Track in the DMs before the game started. I asked if they wanted a pre-game pep talk or a little pre-game interview. Laugh Track just said, no, Keck W. Anyway, 6 parties ready to rock, 6 parties ready to roll. We're back in the hot seat for this third and final period of action. Ocean City on the left side, Los Angeles on the right. Hopefully Derek's internet is fixed because we have this one underway. 4:56 to go. Krooks looking to pull this one topside. Doug here with a nice steal, shooting, scoring, and the Comets are off to an early lead. 9-4. And they're not going anywhere here tonight. A great steal, a great shot, and a great goal to start us back into the trail of a comeback. I said the word. I'm sorry. If it doesn't happen, I'll take full blame. More shots, more goals. More saving, more power. Something about Home Depot. Hex topside. Sends this one soaring. Derek doing the same. Just trying to get this one down low in the Ocean City zone. Crooks here with possession. Off the back end. Stopped by Laugh Track. Laugh Track down towards the near side. Off the forehand. Off Derek. Go. Almost able to head that one into the goal. But Crooks able to get enough of that one to keep it wide. Top side, just out of the reach of Hex. Hex here down low, able to pick this one up for a little wraparound attempt, and he scores! I don't know how that happened. I thought Laugh Track had that down lock and key, but Hex found a way to open him up. The little stick check by Laugh Track was a little bit too ambitious, as that gap has grown back to 6 on the scoreboard. Shooting over the cage right from the get-go. Thought for sure we were going to see an even upper. Doug, Derek, into the far side corner of Ocean City. Here's Crooks with an out for the Typhoons. Off the far side, Hex here with a nice pull. Shoot, scores! And there's another one into the netting for Ocean City. The double whammy, the double hat trick from both Hex and Yager here tonight. We got 11 on the board for the Typhoons. Derek off the backhand. Yager with nobody to pressure him off the backhand. Feeds it along the wall. Hex Crooks down towards the near side with an open shot lane. Pass out in front. Goes off a few bodies. Doug there to save that one. Now it's sent into the far side corner and down to the near. Crooks forehand out to the top. Finds Hex. Doug there with a nice jam pack on that one. Finding his way down towards the near side. Hounded for the puck. Hex and Crooks find him in between the sandwich. So it comes out the Yager. Shooting. Nice save by Laugh Track. No, it goes into the twine. And the Typhoons find their 12th. 8 goals now the gap. 2 away from a mercy roll. Los Angeles might just be looking to play for pride on this one. 3:36 remains in the third. We play on. Derek taking this one off the back end. Laugh Track trying to pound this one on the far side of the ice. Yager there to try to make him fumble that one. Here's Derek with an owl with a little step on Crooks, but Yager able to keep this one down low with a little bit of stick work. Laugh Track, near side, looking to get the step on the boys in black. Goes off Crooks, goes off Yager. Shoots, nice save by Laugh Track. And sent all the way back home. And it's 5-12. Los Angeles not going silently into the night, and they're not going out without a fight. They bring that gap right back down by one more notch. 3:08 remains, 28 seconds interlapsing between the Ocean City goal and the Comets' answer right then and there. Doug taking this one off the back end, looking for that long-distance shot. Here's Crooks now, blue line to blue line. Hex with a shot, goes off the far side of the cage and wide into the wall. Laugh Track keeping that crease tidy. Finding his way down to the near side is Yager and Laugh Track battle against one another. Laugh Track gets a step on this one off the forehand. Not a whole lot of passing lanes to work with. He's going to take it himself down through Center Avenue. Topside, Doug leaves that one into the wall, and they'll pick it up back in the corner. Comets on the offensive drive trying to get this one out from the wall. Doug out in front finds Yager's stick. He's going to slap that one out and away. Doug off the forehand. Hex here. Off the stick of Yager, a shot down the near side. Now it goes wide by just a hair. 2:23 remains in the regulation. Here in game number 1, Yager with a bank pass. Laugh Track down to Doug, off the backhand, top side. Finds Derek in the corner, whips this one off the forehand. Doug here with a nice stick check on that one. Yager there keeps this one tidy on the far side boards. Pulling it off the backhand. Yager, Laugh Track. Goes off Yager, shooting. Nice save by Laugh Track. Keeps that one out at the, I think... Is that considered the hash marks? I don't think so. Face off top. Whatever. Laugh Track here with a minute 58 to work with in this third period of action. Yager down low. Laugh Track steals it away from him. Looks down to the near side for a little forehand shimmy. Crooks steals it away. Shoots, scores. And that's another goal for the Ocean City Typhoons. Ocean City's transition game is just far more aggressive in Los Angeles. Don't know what the cause and pride of that is, but it is apparent. Ocean City, their transition game is just undenied, more times than not. Hex all alone in the corner, looking to bring this one out towards the top side of the ice. The battle continues between both teams. Crooks off the back end, stopped by Laugh Track. Laugh Track top side dumps this one out and in. Yager back behind his own cage, taking possession out. On towards the near side, pass down the near side boards, finds Hex off of Doug, back out to the point. Yager steals, shoots, scores, and the Typhoons with goal 14. With 106 remaining on the clock, 9 goals now the difference. Hex with a forehand shot goes into the near side corner. Doug here with a now off the back end, down to the near side. Here's Crooks finding his way off the back end, over to Yager. Yager off of Doug. Doug here to control this one off the back end. Gonna scoop this one out and in. Yager for a wraparound, saved by Laugh Track. Nice touch, and Crooks will end it there. 15-5, the final score. Move into the intermission and into the next game with a sombering tune for the Los Angeles Comets. 15-5, the final score of game number 1. And a 28-11 shot difference. You don't see that every day. But Derek once again going to restart his ride to try to fix that one up before the next game has started. But yeah, 27 takeaways to 20 on the difference marker down there. Los Angeles Comets doing all they could. But the passing game for Ocean City, the possession game as well. Ocean City played a great keep-away game, and because of that, I think that's the main reason why they found themselves on top. Of course, in Slapshot, if you don't shoot, you don't score, and the team with 28 shots have found the victory. The team with 11, not so much. But Crooks played a magnificent game. 5 out of the 6 saves, 7 out of the 28 shots, and 12 of the 27 turnovers were thanks to him, along with Hex and Yager's dynamic duo on the offensive side. 7 goals for Hex, 5 for Yager, and a hat trick for Crooks as well. But Doug and Derek did their best. They did what they could. Derek playing with his 9,000 ping. Doug playing one of his better games normally in the regular season. I'm used to seeing Doug the last man back, and sometimes that caused them to not win. Sometimes there was another issue for that. But more times than not, if Doug's on the defensive side, he plays a magnificent save game, much like you see on the screen here. He pulled his weight, 4 out of the 13 saves. Laugh Track playing the majority of the 3 here this matchup, finding 8 saves to his name as well. But Doug did the 200 foot of ice. He's done it all. He's playing with 43 seconds with possession on his stick. That's the second in the lobby, just behind Crooks' minute and 50 seconds. Don't know how he's added it up that, but here we are, and it's crazy. Los Angeles need to play a more aggressive back-checking game. They got to get on Crooks with the puck, and they got to force Ocean City to play their game. But that's my 2 cents. I'm just a caster, and you take it with a grain of salt. And if you disagree with me, there's probably a reason for it. Yeah. Yeah, coming into tonight, taking a look back at the statistics coming into the afternoon. If you guys didn't get to see the pregame, we went over this momentarily, and Doug doing the majority of everything except goal scoring. And in that last matchup, he had 3 out of the 5 goals for Los Angeles. And you would expect Derek to find the back of the twine a few more times during this matchup. But Ocean City's been shutting him down real good. They've been on his tail whenever he gets the puck. And I think that's one of the reasons Ocean City were able to walk away with the win as they did here tonight. Of course, last time these two teams matched up, the first time in the season, 7 of those 10 goals for Los Angeles were because of Derek. And I think Crooks saw that. He mentioned it to his team. They got their game plan on lockdown. They're playing Doug hard to the puck, and they're shutting down that shot lane before it can even happen. If Los Angeles is going to come back in the series, they got to reverse sweep. There's no other option. It's best of 3. They're down by 1 in the series. If they're going to come back, they have to do it through the neutral zone. They can't neglect giving Ocean City ice time or possession time. They can't just give them possession time, because if you look at the difference between these two games, it's very apparent which team has the most possession time. It's very clean. It's very clear cut. And once again, in this last matchup, it was a little bit lopsided. 2 minute 37 for Ocean City, 1 minute 19 for Los Angeles, and the gap was 10. Yeah, while we wait for Derek to give his hamster a raise, you guys have anything for lunch? I don't. I would not want to be in the Los Angeles locker room right now. As you all know, Laugh Track is in fact, a I don't want to say deity. What's a tyrant? He's a tyrant in the locker room. He's probably got the whip out. He's not giving his teammates any goldfish here tonight. As you know, Los Angeles Comets, each team gets one, or each player that scores a goal gets one goldfish per game. So, you know, none of those are being passed around right now. If they are, I feel like they shouldn't be. But that's my 2 cents. None of that was true, but I feel like it'd make things more interesting. Yeah, Yager's scoring the good goals. He's scoring the low shots. Ocean City's majority of first and second period goals were coming from the neutral zone and their own defensive end. The first goal, I think, was from Kruk's back towards his own cage. So Los Angeles Comets, the last man back, always has to make sure he's on the shot lane. It makes it really difficult whenever a team like Ocean City will be taking the longer distance shots. Pittsburgh did it back in their first season in pro. They've changed their patterns to be more passing centered, which I appreciate. It makes it more interesting to watch. But, thank you, Blades. I just now remember to do the predictions. This is my most forgetful thing that I've ever done, and I appreciate that you're here for that. Well, we got 6 players in the lobby. We got 6 players ready to rock, 6 players ready to roll. We're taking it down to the ice in Los Angeles once again to have ourselves another 15 minutes of uninterrupted slap shot. 5 minutes on the clock. We're popping, we're locking, we're polka dotting, much like the Miley Cyrus song. We're country fiving and hip-hop hipping to it. Brooks off the backhand, finding Doug down low in his own defensive end with a forehand shimmy down the near side, finding his way down along the end wall of Ocean City. Laugh Track keeping on the puck to keep pressure down. Doug off the hip, Crooks with a steal. Nice save by Laugh Track off the hip from the swivel, finds its way down low. Doug with a chip towards the cage. That one goes off the far side and wide. Yager controlled to his captain. Crooks off the backhand, the forehand down the straight. Laugh Track chipped down to the near side. Doug almost able to send that one in off the sunglasses. Oh my goodness, backhand save by Yager. And that one sent back out. Laugh Track down on the far side blue line, trying to get this one through the opposition as it comes all the way back down into the Los Angeles zone. Doug, top side. Crooks shoots off the side of the cage, and that one goes wide. Laugh Track, or Yager, finds Hex shooting off the near side. Laugh Track here to control this one for the boys in purple into the corner. Bank pass out, goes off. Crooks down to the near side, finds Doug. Doug Dimmadome off of Hex. And he'll send this one back into the Los Angeles captain's arms. Here's Laugh Track with it now on the top side. Stopped by Yager, stopped by Hex. Hex trying to keep this one clean. Shoots, nice save by Doug, and this one comes down to the near side. Doug over to Derek. Derek here off the forehand. Shoots, scores! And we got ourselves a 1-0 ball game in favor of the home team. What a shot. You can put that one in a bag and sell it for $3 in the market because of inflation. $3.50 remains in the first, and we got ourselves our first Comet lead of the series. Perks looking for the bank pass. Yager sends this one down and soaring. Hex here after this one able to find his way off the back end towards the crease, but not able to find a friendly face with it. As it comes all the way back down to Crooks. Crooks here in the Ocean City Typhoons territory. Off to the top side. The race is on. A backhand shot stopped by Doug into the corner. Here's Laugh Track with it now. A forehand shuffle to the top side blue line. Derek trying to get a hold of that one. Finding his way over to Laugh Track. Laugh Track over to Derek once more with it now. Trying to get this one freed up at the red line. Crooks keeps this one back southways. Yager to return that one out to the Comets territory. Doug with a bank pass to himself. Looking for any passing lane he could possibly utilize down to the near side. 308 to work with here in the first. Yager here with the first step on this one. Finds his way back off his backhand over to Crooks. Looking for the pole. Not able to get the shot off. Hex goes off his stick and leaks that one into the corner. Laugh Track down the near side. Finds its way off his forehand. Stopped by Hex. Hex down near side. Derek taking this one off his backhand. Crooks here with a nice takeaway. Finds his way off Doug. Doug off the backhand. Not able to get that one north cleanly. Crooks to the top side. Back over to Yager. Yager off the backhand. Goes off Derek. Crooks off the backhand. Finds Hex shooting off the cage off the near far side. Finding its way along the far side. Face off that scoring. Hex able to find the goal. And it's 1-1 now. And we're tied up like a hog in a rodeo. Hex with a shot towards the cage. Never a bad idea. I think it went off the right sunglass flare of Doug and into the cage. We're halfway through the first. We're back to a dead even game. Hex off the back end, stopped up by Derek. Derek off the far side finds a feed off the off the far side boards. Yager here with a steal, shoot, scores, and there goes the lead back in favor of the Ocean City Typhoons. 2-1 here in game 2. And Yager with a short shot. Doug thought he had it, but in fact he was the have-e. The shots are even, the score is not. We got 2:18 remaining here in the first chapter of play in Game 2. We've only begun. Near side. Yager, stopped by Doug. Doug down to the near side, trying to get this one through the opposition as he brings this one back to his own defensive hand. Doug at the faceoff dot. Hands on it. Hex scores! And another one for the Ocean City Typhoons. 3-1. They got their 2-goal lead intact. Let's see what happens next. Bet you the water bottle didn't appreciate that one. Derek, off the forehand. Shuffles this one over to Yager. Yager back to Crooks. Crooks here. Down the near side. Bank pass back to himself. Just looking to get this one out of the oppression of Derek, some might even say. Derek swinging around, looking for a little bit of contact. I don't know how Crooks didn't take any of it as he scores another from the neutral zone. How did Derek not get a touch? I'm so confused. Irvian, please fix the hitboxes. I don't know what happened there. 4-1's our score. Ocean City right now in the lead by 3. Hex, top side. Derek sends this one back over to Yager. Yager, top side. Crooks pulls this one off the back end across. Oh, Derek with a nice shot. Nice save by Crooks back between the pipes. And Yager to finish this one out northways into the offensive zone for Ocean City. Hex down low on the end wall, finding his way off the forehand over to Crooks on the far side slot. Popped out to the point. Here's Yager down to the near side. Scores! And a nice transaction. Backhand, forehand, right from the point and into the back of the cage. It's 5-1 Ocean City. And the water bottle, once again, has been lifted off from the netting. Crooks. Top side, stopped by Derek. Derek here trying to fight for this one out. The neutral zone, finding his way off Yager. Yager off the hip, finding his way off Laugh Track. Laugh Track here with 60 seconds. Shooting! Nice save by Crooks. Keeps this one down behind his own cage. Takes his time. Top side, goes off to the far side. Dumps this one down and into the Los Angeles zone. Here's Laugh Track with an out. Not a whole lot of passing game to work with. Hex here to loosen that one up. Derek here to try to help his team out. Yager will find its way back over to Crooks. Crooks off the backhand. Stopped up. Laugh Track trying to force him down to the near side. Forces the fumble. Goes for a shot. Nice save by Crooks. Comes out to Derek. Shooting. Nice save by Crooks once again. Laugh Track down low in the corner for Los Angeles. Finding his way off Hex. Hex off the backhand. Stopped by Doug. Doug off the backhand, out towards the point, finding his way back over to his own blue line. Here's Derek with an out with a step off the pit. Backhand chip, finding Doug. Doug back to the far side blue line. Will take possession back for the Comets. Hex here with a nice stick check, finding his way in his favor down into the near side corner. 10 seconds remain between these two teams in the first period of Game 2. A shot goes in, and Crooks awarded the goal. And it's 6-1 now here in Los Angeles. A little bit of a little bit of a rerun from the previous game. One that's not uncomebackable. Man, English is hard. 6-1 at the end of one. Ocean City right now in the lead tonight. 7 shots to 5. Los Angeles getting the better side of the beginning of the game. 1 unanswered goal from them to start us off, and then 6 unanswered from Ocean City. And this will be a hard game to come back in. 21 passes to 4. Already the sums on both sides of the screen. Second period of action. Ready to rock, ready to roll. One quick look at the individual stats. Clip it if you want to see it. If not, Derek had a goal with no possession time. Not sure how that happened. We're back on the ice for the second period of action. Los Angeles on the right side. Ocean City on the left. Crooks to the top side. Finds Hex down low in the corner. Doug here to battle this one free for the boys in purple. Comes off Yager. Yager off the backhand. Stopped by Hex. Hex here down to the near side. Off the backhand over to Crooks. Crooks here with an out. Bank pass. Nice saucer. 9 to the crease. And Hex will find himself the goal. 7-1. We're in Brazil. Crooks. Yager. The tic-tac finds the toe on the backhand. Doug thought he had it all, but did not have the best of both worlds. 4:35 remains in the second, and we play on. Shoot, scores! Dara, what an answer. Right off the crack of the bat. He found himself a double. Running. Good stick check there by Laugh Track. Made Crooks think about it for a second. It's 7-2 now. Los Angeles proving their worth. Crooks sauce down the near side over to Hex. Hex here with a nice stop by Doug. Doug here standing his ground with a 3-on-1 chance. Chip off Yager. Goes off Hex and out the other way as it's dumped in by Ocean City. Here's Derek back behind his own cage. The far side. Shot towards Laugh Track. Not able to make contact on that one. Krooks here off the hand. Keeps it in the corner. No pressure. Finds his way off the near side. Yager pulls it off the back end. Big pass back over to Krooks. Krooks here towards the top side of the ice. Gets a step on Laugh Track. Pass down to Hex. Hex here with a good control. Goes off Doug. Top side stop by Krooks. Finds Hex on the far side slot. Good shot stop there by Derek. Derek here to keep on the pressure for the boys in purple. Backhand pass to the red line. Laugh Track to Derek. Goes off Yager. Back over to Krooks. Krooks here keeps it along the boards. Hex here with it now. Back on his defensive side. Stop by Derek. Derek down the near side trying to get this one out for Los Angeles as it comes back over to Ocean City's very own Krooks. Krooks here 3:30 to work with. A long distance pass finds Hex at the end of the rainbow, finding his way off the back end. Chipped into the corner. And Doug will have some time to think about it. Doug gets past one. Off the back end. Stopped by Yager. Hex here with a step on this one. Lost off the hip. Finding his way off the forehand. Laugh Track. Top side. Stopped by Yager. Yager off the back end. Shot wide of the cage. Here's Derek with an out. Bank pass out of the zone. Yager gets this one back down in the wheelhouse, finding his way off Doug into the topside wall. Krooks there to collapse on him. Same with Hex. 2-on-2 down in the corner. Hex here, the man to stick this one away to out into the crease, finding his way out to Yager. Yager down the center avenue, finding his way off Doug. Doug down the near side straight, goes off Laugh Track, looking for the pole, the pop out to the top side, perhaps. He's looking for that shot lane. Pass on front. Oh my goodness, they did done it. A snap, crackle, and pop. Something about goldfish. I don't think any of those coincide with each other. 3-7. Los Angeles getting it done on the offensive side. 2 unanswered goals. Ocean City looking to put the end of that to this one, to that one, to this one. They're looking to do more goal things in Los Angeles. 2:40 remains here in the second. Doug down low off the back end. Stopped by Laugh Track. Laugh Track to the near side. Doug, oh my goodness, Derek almost able to send that one backing from the point. Hex, Laugh Track meet each other at the far side. Goes through the traffic and into the twine. The Comets find goal number 4 here in the second. Laugh Track with good physicality and Doug with a better stick check right when he was needed most. We found him halfway through the second. 4-7's now our tally markers, and only a gap of 3 on the board tonight. Derek, Krooks taking this one off the back end to the top side, finding his way over to Hex. Hex with the return fire back to his captain. Near side wall. Yager sandwiched between 2 purple players. Laugh Track top side finds his way off the hip of Derek. Krooks here down the far side straight, gets this one out to Hex. Hex here with an owl off the back end. Looks for a step on his opponent. Laugh Track does it better. 2 minutes to work with. Laugh Track stopped by Krooks. Krooks here in the neutral zone trying to clam this one up as he takes this one off the back end. Doug gets a better step on this one up along the enemy end wall. Derek stopping Yager. Yager here with a dump down. Here's Doug with it now. Krooks gets that puck back for him towards the top side of the ice, then to the near. Here's Doug with an owl off the forehand. Shot towards the cage, goes off Yager over to Laugh Track. Laugh Track with a bank pass, finding his way over to Doug. Doug here at the red line, stopped up, bank pass to himself, trying anything to get past Yager here on the defensive end. A pass intended for Derek, stopped by Hex. Here's Doug down the near side, trying to get this one through the blue line. Laugh Track, Yager, back over to Krooks. Krooks here for Ocean City. Bank pass out the far side. Stopped by Hex. Goes over to Doug. Doug with a bank pass to himself. Down low in the corner. Able to take this one off the back end. Yager has other plans on the far side board battle. Laugh Track gets this one north. Krooks here with a return fire. Goes off Doug. Doug with a nice try. Goes off Krooks. Krooks here back in his own defensive end. Tries a little back end forehand. There reading through that one and sees through the lies of the Jedi. Forcing him back on that southward trajectory. Yager's dumpins met by Hex and Doug down in the Comets territory. Hex here trying to get fancy with it. Not quite able to get swifty enough to get it on target. Laugh Track taking this one out towards the near side of the ice off the forehand. From the boards, finding a nice scoop towards the cage. Yager there to save that one out for a block. Shooting! Nice save by Laugh Track, and that one's cleaned off to the near side and wide. This one comes all the way back to the Ocean City end with 34 seconds remaining here in the second. Brooks with it now. Takes this one towards the top side of the ice. He'll take his time back behind his own cage. Down to the near side, bank pass intended for himself, finding his way down center avenue, scoring. Hex with a nice noggin on that one. And he brings that gap back to 4. 8-4 here in Los Angeles. A long distance shot. And a chip towards the cage. Brooks, the Yager, shot towards the far side and into the end wall. Doug with 10 seconds to work with. Gets this one past Yager over to Hex. Hex here tries to dangle. Goes off Laugh Track. Laugh Track here to stay calm and cool back in his crease. Yager near side. And that'll do it for the second period. 4 goals the gap at the end of the second. Los Angeles starting to close that gap a little bit here in the second intermission. They started the period with a 6-goal difference on the board. Possession game back to what we're used to seeing. 6 parties ready to rock, 6 parties ready to roll. Taking a look at a quick stat check in the individual department. Take this one back down to center ice. 5 minutes on the clock. 5 more minutes is all that's left possibly to go here in the series as the battle comes right from the drop of the puck. Down to the near side. Doug off the far side, stopped by Crooks. Crooks here trying to take this one out the far side wall. Derek, the only man between him and the cage there. Dogger with a forehand shot, scores off the hands of Hex, and we got ourselves a 9-4 ball game. The first hand to strike while the iron was hot was from Ocean City. The dynamic duo on offense, Hex and Yager, once again tallying up their stat sheets. Hex with a bank pass. Crooks off the forehand to the top side, goes off Doug over towards Hex. Taking this one back at the face-off dot. Laugh Track takes this one out to the far side of the ice. Crooks here with a bank pass down to the near side. Finds himself back in his own defensive end. Laugh Track to Derek. Derek dancing out in front, stopped by Crooks. Crooks down the near side, a bank pass over to Hex. Hex here stopped by Doug. Doug with a forehand shot goes into the corner. Dogger retains possession back for the Typhoons. Crooks to the near side, stopped by Doug. Doug over to Laugh Track. That one's sent out by Crooks over to Yager. Yager off the straight finds Hex in the zone, shooting off the near side and wide. Here's Doug with a chip towards the cage, stopped by Yager. Laugh Track with a say on that one, sends this one topside and into the wall. Hex at his own face-off dot, down the near side, trying to take this one out. Derek with a steal. Yager with a better one. Topside out to Crooks. Crooks here out of the zone, towards the cage, stopped by Doug. Doug off the hip, lost. Nice save by Doug. Holy cow, right from the blue line. Takes it off the cuff and rides it into the corner. Laugh Track. Yager. Laugh Track again. Crooks down low, off Hex, finding his way down low. Good stick check there by Hex, finding his way off his backhand over to Crooks. Crooks here with the shots, shooting. Nice save by Doug, sent into the near side corner. And this one's popped all the way back down into the Ocean City zone. Crooks takes this one top side. Shot in the dark, scores! And that's goal number 9, I believe, for the Ocean City Typhoons. 10, my bad. I miscounted. .317 remains here in the third period of action. Ocean City find themselves with a 6-goal lead over the Comets. And if they maintain it, Doug with a nice steal away, and if they maintain it, it will be the end, and they'll find themselves in the championship. X, Doug, back in, goes off Crooks. Looking top side. 3 minutes is a lot of time to burn if you're the Ocean City Typhoons. Comets can do a lot with that, but will they be able to pull it off? Crooks off the back end, goes off Hex, top side, finds Yager off the back end, chipped over to Crooks. Crooks looking for the hand on that one. Derek not making it easy for him off the near side boards. He'll find his way back to the Typhoon zone, slowly but surely. Crooks to the top side. Laugh Track looking to take away that middle lane as Yager looks to chase after that one. Hex here with a bank pass looking for himself. Doug here trying to clog it up on the near side wall into the corner. Hex here out in front, scores, and a nice wraparound attempt makes this one 11-4. $14 shots to 8. Los Angeles looking to get themselves a few more pucks to the net, perhaps. As like 90% of the interviews you hear about, that's how you win hockey games. They're looking for any shot lane they possibly can get now. Doug, back in his own defensive end with 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Forehand pass, Laugh Track with a shot lane. Nice save by Crooks, taking this one down to the near side over to Hex. Hex shoots off the near side and wide. Yager, backhand feed out to Crooks. Laugh Track looking to sing this one back into his own far side corner. Here's Doug with an owl. Shuffleboarding this one back over to Laugh Track. Shooting, scoring, and the Comets make it 5-11. And their dreams might not be done yet. With a minute 52 to work with. Comets have their work cut out for them. Yager, top side. Looking for a hand on this one is Hex, back over to Crooks. Crooks here, back in his own face-off dot, off the back end, stopped by Laugh Track. Looking for the shot lane, goes off Derek. Derek at the point with a nice control. Sends this one back into the end wall. Crooks here with a forehand backhand chance, goes off Derek, goes off Laugh Track, back into the near side corner as the battle continues. Out for the boys in black. Doug looking for the control. Back, forehand shimmy through the crease. I don't know what just happened. Insanity ensues on the ice. The hat goes out, and Derek found a way to claim that goal. I don't know what happened there. That's crazy. I forgot X cancels out the sounds. Whatever. It's 11-6 now. Los Angeles finding a way to get themselves on the board. They're going to continue to do so. Hopefully, if you're a Los Angeles fan, and if you're cheering for the boys in the black and the blue, Hopefully they don't. I don't know what to tell you. Top side, Doug with a nice stick check, comes back out to the point, finding his way off the hip of Doug. Back into the near side blue line. Crooks off the top of the simmer of Doug. Doug here trying to get this one through the opposition, but in fact they are solid. Laugh track, top side. Derek with one man to beat. Yager with a good stick check there. Keeps this one down low into the purple zone. Bank pass out to Laugh track. Laugh track here with a forehand opportunity. Tries to get this one through the uprights. Down goes into the far side corner. Pass over to Laugh track. Shot down to the near side. Derek here to keep the cycle alive. Down low. A little dangle. Shoots off the near side of the cage, and that one goes wide. 45 to work with. Yager controls. Out of the zone. Dumping this one down and in. X here with a good stick check. Finds the puck in his favor. Topside Crooks here off of Derek. Derek here with a nice backhand try on that one. As he just keeps on jamming this one on the far side boards. Crooks going to keep this one back in his own defensive end. He's going to dump this one down and in with 30 seconds to work with. X down low to retrieve the dump down. Finding his way off the near side post. Bank pass out to Yager. Yager shooting into the far side corner. Crooks here looking to pick this one up off the backhand. Doug jam this one back into the corner. Laugh track here to handle this one out with 14 seconds to work with. They're looking for one more goal in the season. Yager controlling topside, dumps it down. That goes in. And Doug said it all. 12-6, looking to be the final score as time ticks off the clock. And that will do it. Ocean City Typhoons have found themselves a spot in the finals against an unnamed opponent. 11-6, the final score of Game 2. And that will be all she wrote. 15-11, the shot totals in favor of Ocean City. The takeaway game, a little bit higher than last time around, but still, overall, low neutral zone pressure from both sides of the ice. Normally, we see that takeaway game at least in the 40s in the Pro Division. But of course, the possession game, once again, in favor of Ocean City as the other, to complete the cycle of life. All 4 times these teams matched up this season, Ocean City has taken away the possession time, and not always the shot game, not always the goal game, but it's always been the possession time. I don't know how they made 88 passes in that matchup, but I can believe it. Great takeaway games there by Crooks and Hex. 7 takeaways to his 3 turnovers. Hex found his way to the top of the goals column as well. 7 out of the 12 were in the name of him. 7 shots, 7 goals, shooting 1,000. And saving the saving trifecta, Doug, for the Los Angeles Comets. 3s in a lot of the columns except for goals. And he did his best, and he did God's work out there on the ice. A few good goals. The Los Angeles Comets here this matchup. Ocean City able to find a way to get the win out, and they're moving into the finals because of it. But it will be interesting to see how the rest of the playoffs go. I have a lot of series that I am very, very interested to see how they're going to go. I have no idea what's going to happen, nor do I want to know. Regardless, taking a look back at the standings, if I can switch it quick enough. Here we have it, Los Angeles Comets taken out by the Ocean City Typhoons here tonight. And then I think Kyle R is out of town until Friday is what I was told. I don't know if it's this Friday or next Friday. If it's this Friday, we're fine. If it's next Friday, we might have to have a talk. Plymouth Plague, Yosemite Grizzlies coming up next at some point in time. Keep an eye on the SPL Discord. I'll announce it as soon as I have the date. And keep an eye on the website because that's where it'll be updated first. But Plymouth Plague, Yosemite Grizzlies, or the Pittsburgh Vipers will be taking on the Ocean City Typhoons in Season 6 Pro Finals. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a tight one. Don't know what's going to happen. But whatever does happen will happen here on the SPL Network. Thank you guys for tuning in. And thank you to all of the supporters. Long list, big names. And I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you guys for all of you tuning in tonight. Well, sure, a ride that some of us will not forget. And some of us, I mean probably Los Angeles. But regardless, thank you to Eli, Irvion, JStronics, the former league admin and lead broadcaster Min Snowda, alongside the hands of Gubby, Unglued Snail, Manade, the man responsible for the intermission stats that we got to glare our eyes on tonight. Q Silver was the reason for that. And of course, Cloudy making the list here this season. Big names in red, big names in blue as well. If you want on the list and you're not already, subscribe. You'll get your name at least in white. If I've missed you and you're not on the list, just DM me. I'll get you into the next one. But regardless, thank you guys for tuning in. It's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be interesting to see what happens this offseason because I have not a clue what to expect for this offseason or the upcoming Season 7. But whatever is going to happen, it'll be some stories to remember. But this list just seems to keep getting bigger and bigger. Might have to start trimming some of you out. And by some of you, I mean like Snail. Just only Snail. I'm only going to get rid of Snail. But 6 teams entered the playoffs. 4 teams remain. A few more weeks remaining here in season number 6. With that being said, a lot of competition left to be played. A lot of anticipation left on the board. And hopefully the hype train isn't over-glorified. But regardless, thank you guys for tuning in to the SPL Network. My name is Darth. That being said, I hope you all have a great afternoon, a great evening, and a good night.